but there was something he didn't bring. He says he will on his next visit.
Did you bring any condoms or anything?
I was thinking, like, today we should definitely, like, kind of get to know each other a little bit more, and then definitely next time I can bring them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure, you know. All right, well, I'm gonna go get myself something to drink. I'll be right back, okay?
All right.
Strawberries, whipped cream, chocolates, stuffed animals. You got it all going on, don't you?
Oh, wow.
You have a seat right over there. He says he's a court administrator for the state of New Jersey. And how old are you?
I mean, I'm 24.
24. Sure about that?
Yeah, you're probably gonna check my ID, right? I'm 36, sir.
36. And how old is the girl you came to visit?
She said she was 12.
Young enough to be your daughter.
Right.
Why are you even talking to a 12-year-old anyway?
I'm a very lonely guy.
Lonely guy.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
There's no people your age.
I tried different personal sites, and it's just like they think I'm too short, or they think like an Asian guy's just gonna be like a nerd or a geek.
So you figured you'd try another category?
Well,
The 12-year-old category. Now, what was your plan for the strawberries and whipped cream?
I have a piece of strawberry in my mouth, and then she doesn't have her to bite off of it.
Bite off. So you were gonna kind of make out using the strawberries and the whipped cream with a 12-year-old girl. Okay, that was your plan, right?
Yeah.
He admits he thought it was strange chatting online with a girl so young. That's why he says he asked her if she'd ever seen the Dateline show.
Like I told her, I wasn't planning on any sex. That's why I didn't bring any condoms.
Well, not this visit. But what if I hadn't been here and the 12-year-old girl was here and you all got along? You ate the strawberries and sprayed whipped cream on each other, and some clothes came off. What do you think would have happened?
Well, to be honest, I mean, not that it's right. I would have just made out.
Just made out.
And told her,
We'll have to wait till next time. Well, you've seen the show. If there's anything else you'd like to tell us.
I don't have a target.
Now would be a good time. If not, you can take your stuff and go right out the door you can. And just like he's seen on TV, as he leaves the house and goes out the front door, police are waiting.
Police, hands up.
Burns will have his men move into place, ready to make the arrest.
Where are you at?
Get ready for the parade of potential predators, this time here in the heartland of America.
Up next, you may be surprised who exactly does come calling: a fireman and a student at an evangelical Christian college.
I don't know if I'd really be able to go through with it.
But you walked in the door.
To Catch a Predator 4 returns in a moment.
Our latest computer predator investigation is in full swing. All 11 of our hidden cameras are in place, and a suspected sex predator who approaches the house will be videotaped from the minute he pulls into the driveway until the sheriff's men spring into action.
Sheriff's office, let me see your hands.
Get on the ground! Get down!
Arrest him.
You have the right to remain silent. You understand that, right?
Yes.
And take him away in handcuffs. More than 20 perverted justice members are in Ohio and surrounding area chat rooms posing as 12 to 15-year-olds. They've set up profiles using pictures of young teens and posted personal information like age, sex, and location. Some of the profiles are on social networking websites like MySpace and TeenSpot.
He's insensitive.
The decoys from perverted justice are waiting to be instant messaged by a potential predator. In a matter of seconds, men start hitting on the decoys. This man, screen name Green-Eyed121, even goes so far as to suggest phone sex. He found our 13-year-old decoy, Katydid Sings, on MySpace.com. He types,
I have an idea, but it's a little weird.
What?
I did it with another girl, but I don't know if you want to. Call me up and let me listen to you as you yourself to orgasm.
The decoy quickly declines the offer, saying her dad wants her to get off the computer and come downstairs. Green-Eyed121 doesn't seem to mind. After all, he's already made a date for sex with her in person. Katie Sings told him she would be home alone for the weekend.
I have good news. I can come over Friday and stay the night, too.
He's covered all the way back, all the way back. Going towards the front.
Green-Eyed 121 is scheduled to arrive at our undercover house around noon. Sure enough, here he is, right on time. Our hidden cameras are rolling.
Quiet, quiet, quiet.
He's 23-year-old Nathan Downhauer. He says he's a student at an evangelical university. And what does he plan to do with Katie Sings? His chat log is quite explicit.
My hands will travel down your smooth body till we reach your pants. Here we will remove your pants and underwear, revealing your beautiful nude body.
And like so many of the other potential predators, his chat turns too X-rated for network television. And now he's in our living room.
Hey, Nathan?
Yep.
I just cut the crap out of my toe. I'm getting a Band-Aid. Hold up the kitchen counter for a second, okay?
Okay. All right.
Could you do me a favor and just go ahead and seat right in the outside of the bar, please?
He drove more than an hour to keep his date for sex with a girl he thought was 13 and home alone. But he says by the time he got to the door, he changed his mind.
I don't know if I'd really be able to go through with it.
But you walked in the door.
And as I read some of what he said online, he doesn't sound like a man who plans to back out.
You get into very graphic detail about what you want to do to him.
Fantasies dreamed up online or in your mind. Things you might not be able to willingly do when it comes down to it.
I will gently cup and massage your soft breasts, kiss them, and run my tongue along them. And it goes on from there, in graphic detail. What are we to make of this?
I'm not sure. I don't know what the law says about this.
Well, it's illegal.
But nothing has happened yet.
Well, I know. But it's illegal for someone to use the internet to solicit somebody who's 13 for sex.
That I wasn't aware of.
Sheriff's office, get on the ground. On the ground right now. On the ground!
Later, you'll see Green-Eyed 121 get a quick lesson on the law from detectives waiting outside. But now, another stranger has just pulled in the driveway.
In the driveway. In our driveway. On the back.
Online, he calls himself J10-72960. He's also been chatting with the decoy Katie Sings. Remember, her profile says she's only 13. He tells her he's a fireman. But he gets worried she's a cop.
How do I know you're not a cop? Laugh out loud.
I'm not a cop. How do I prove it?
Call my cell and leave a sexy message.
She does. And then he wants to take it even further and moves on to the subject of phone sex. He asks, "You like hearing guys moan? I want you to call now and make me moan." Katie Sing says, "I will hear you when you get here." And there's something else. He seems to have a thing for feet.
Want me to rub your feet?
Yeah.
Now I'm getting turned on.
The man with the apparent foot fetish is really 21-year-old Jason Shopner.
Where you at?
I gotta go get a Band-Aid before I bleed all over the rug.
Oh, okay.
Hey, why don't you hang out, have a seat right in the outside of the bar for me, will you? Keep your hands out of your pockets. Come on, just go over and have a seat, please. No, sir. Right here, please. What's going on? Why don't you tell me to get things started? Tell me what was happening. You don't know.
I do, I'm sorry.
You're sorry for what?
And it turns out Jason really does work at a firehouse as a paramedic.
Now, in your chat here, you essentially say you're a firefighter.
Yeah.
Don't you think that might impress a 13-year-old girl?
Well, I'm sorry.
What was your plan here?
I don't know.
You don't know?
I seriously don't know.
Well, it looks like you do based upon this chat. Want me to rub your feet?
No, okay, all right.
What would have happened if I had not been here?
I would have done something stupid.
With a 13-year-old girl?
I don't know, probably.
If a 13-year-old girl had been here?
Yeah.
And you won't believe what else he admits.
Do you ever watch television? You ever watch Dateline? Dateline NBC? Have you ever seen our stories on computer predators?
Yeah, I've seen it.
This is one of them.
Oh, no.
So even after seeing our previous investigations, watching men being confronted and arrested, he wasn't discouraged from doing the very same thing. And as you'll see later, he's not the only one.
Yeah, and I've seen this on TV.
You've seen this on TV before?
As this investigation continues, we hear something we've never heard before.
My religion.
Men talking about religion.
My Bible. Have no one else to turn to but God. I go to church every Sunday.
When we come back, how far will these guys go? A 2-hour trip to meet an underage teen.
What makes a man get in a car and drive 2 hours at 2 o'clock in the morning?
To Catch a Predator 4 continues in a moment.
We're a small community. For the most part, everybody knows everybody.
Because we're in such a remote location, most of the men coming to our undercover house have to drive miles and miles over country roads. Some even cross state lines.
He's coming over here.
This 23-year-old drove from Fort Wayne, Indiana. It's about 103 miles, more than 2 hours away. He brought alcohol for someone he thinks is 13.
Did you bring the mics?
Yeah.
Cool, I'll be right back.
And this man pulling up to our house is from Reynoldsburg, Ohio, 112 miles away. This lovely home in Virginia, just outside of Washington, D.C., has become the secret meeting place for potential internet sex predators. It's rigged with 9 hidden cameras, 3 with views outside, 1 pointed at the garage, and 5 inside the house. Several volunteers from Perverted Justice, the group dedicated to catching internet predators, are in chat rooms posing as 12, 13, and 14-year-olds ready to make a date for sex with men they meet online. 39-year-old Frag, his screen name, who's been a Perverted Justice volunteer for more than 2 years, is posing as a 13-year-old girl in a Yahoo chat room set up for Virginia residents. It's a chat room not intended for romantic or sexual conversation. As Dateline cameras roll, the undercover operatives enter chat rooms. They're quickly inundated with adults wanting to talk. Here's a 46-year-old who calls himself the Sphinx 59. He thinks he's talking to a 12-year-old girl named Sarah. It takes him only 4 minutes of chatting online to ask her, "Are you a virgin?" She says she is, and then he asks if she's ever performed oral sex. In this chat, as in many other men's chats, things get much more graphic and disgusting.
As soon as those boundaries are crossed, in a lot of ways, the chat tends to get a lot more explicit very quickly.
This man, VA male 69 2005, who's 28, thinks he's talking to Erin, a 14-year-old. He asks her bra size, if she shaves anything other than her legs, and says there's just something about a teen body.
We'll see if he sends a picture or anything.
In most cases, the men ask for pictures of the young teens, and then send pictures of themselves. Sometimes, after the chat turns sexual, the man turns on his webcam and exposes himself. Several men go as far as sending pornographic pictures, hoping to teach the inexperienced child about different sex acts. Here in Virginia, as in many other states, it's generally a crime to send children obscene material, even if it turns out the recipient is an adult posing as a child.
He also sent some naked shots of himself.
After chatting online about having sex, the decoy suggests a phone call.
I don't know, because I'm all blushing.
23-year-old Dell puts on her best young girl voice. She needs to verify that the man on the phone is the same man in the chat room.
Bye.
The worst thing about doing verification calls is you have to smile while you're doing them, so it sounds like it in your voice, even if you don't mean it at all.
She can also play the part of a young boy.
Oh my God. I was like, what?
Once a predator has made it clear he wants sex with a minor and makes a date for the liaison, the crime has already been committed. He doesn't even have to show up. But will he? The answer is yes. But this man, once he sees me and not a teen, realizes he's made a big mistake and runs for the door.
Hey, how are you? Come on. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hey, you're not going to want to do that, I don't think.
Here's another guy who doesn't stay long.
Hey, how are you?
Good, I'd like to sell.
Good. Why don't you have a seat right over here?
No, thank you.
like to ask you some questions.
He makes a beeline out to the garage, barely touches the stairs, and with his arms flailing, runs down the driveway and down the street. Clearly, this man knows he's done something wrong. So does this guy.
Sorry, see, this is all.
No, I want to talk to you for a minute. No, I want to talk to you.
He also makes a run for it, but he didn't come in a car, so he keeps running and running, presumably back to a bus station, trying desperately to hide his face. It may look funny, but what these men had in mind based on their internet chats was anything but. Most of the online conversations were so explicit, we can't even begin to show you.
Yeah, come on in, sit at the counter. I've got some water and some chips there for you if you want.
Remember the Sphinx 59? He thinks the girl in the house is a 12-year-old virgin, home alone, and willing to perform oral sex. But like many other men you'll meet, he's in for a big surprise when I walk out. Some think I'm the child's father. Others apparently believe I'm with law enforcement. One thing's certain, none of them knows our hidden cameras are recording their every move, and they'll be appearing on Dateline.
How's it going?
Sir.
Good. Why don't you have a seat?
Thank you, sir. Nice seeing you.
What you doing here?
His name is Aladdin. He lied online about his age, saying he was 35. He's really 46. But instead of admitting he came here for a date with a 12-year-old girl, he says he's here to look at real estate.
Yeah, I know that the house is for sale.
Oh, that this house is for sale?
Yes. I heard about it. A friend of mine.
Aladdin goes on to say that his friend found our house for sale on the internet, and he just came to check it out for him. Later, he decides to come clean.
Why did you really come?
To see what's her name.
Sarah. And you were talking with Sarah online?
Yes.
So all that other stuff in the house and all that, that was all a big fat lie? Okay. You know how old Sarah is?
He tries to convince me that the girl, Sarah, is 18, even though his own words tell a different story.
You say you're 35, male, and you say where you're from. She says she's 12. You say, oh, you're real young. You like older men? Depends, I guess. You ask her about her former boyfriends. Did she ever give them oral sex? She says yes. She tells you here that she's 12 years old. What is that number right there? What does that say? 12. So that 18 thing was a lie as well.
Then Aladdin apparently begins to feel faint.
What are you doing?
And lies down on the kitchen floor.
Are you okay? You want your water?
Our background research reveals that Aladdin is a waiter at a Holiday Inn. He says he's an immigrant from Egypt who became a U.S. citizen 2 years ago.
Why is it appropriate to come to a home where a 12-year-old girl...
He said we can meet, we can come over to my place, we can spend time together.
But does that make it right for you to do?
No, I feel guilty or I feel better.
You'll hear more from Aladdin a little bit later. First, there are more men headed to our house. Meet VA Male 69 2005. He's the one who said there's just something about a teen body. He's 28 and thinks he's talking to a 14. A dog.
As soon as the guy said, hey,